Now then, so the deck for today is like kind of a weird one. It's gone through a big life cycle. A couple of people have asked to see this one played, and so here you go. Basically, it doesn't look well. I mean, it still has the rough same core as in the six faction six decks video, but it's been through a lot of changes because there's some teething problems getting it to work. So we have a lot going on. We have the whole Hyperthin package of like Vilgefortz, Cetharsius, Triss, Yen, tons of thinning, and an Imperial Golem to be like the last card left in deck. And because we've gone for like a Golden Necker version where we're running 9 provision or less cards, you end up with so many provisions to spare. It's kind of ridiculous. So we have Colgrim in there as well. This kind of came about because I was thinking, well, we have that many provisions. Surely we can afford to. Surely we can afford to squeeze something else in there. And then for the bronzes, we just threw in the kind of Clog bronzes, so things like Viper Witcher, Coated Weapons, Gorgabed, all that kind of stuff. And honestly, this deck feels really good. Now, we don't run a defender, so Colgrim is obviously at risk, but we run that many cards that are going to get tall. We just accept that tall removal is going to remove some of it, but not all. Because your Cetharsius is going to get up to like 17 points. Your Triss is going to play for, depends on what you kill, potential of 15 points. Yen's going to play for 15 points. And a Colgrim that sticks for a couple of turns, probably about the same amount of points. So a heat wave coming in on a Colgrim really isn't the end of the world because we have so many other sources of points. And we also have Snowdrop on top. So there are a couple of things to kind of keep in mind with this deck. So obviously you want to be thinning super fast in like round 1. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to use Dead Man's Tongue. You're going to burn out some 2 bronzes. Then your Roach is going to come out from your deck whenever you play gold. You can use a Blightmaker to get a Mage Assassin out, or with your leader ability, play your leader, 2 Mage Assassins come out, 2 thinning right there. And you ideally want to be using your leader with Snowdrop, but it's kind of important that you win the round. We aren't running a Ring of Favour just because it's so tight on provisions, trying to squeeze all this stuff in. We also want to stay ahead in points because we're running every day. We want to be constantly ahead. We don't want to be playing catch up. And then hopefully you hit your Cyrenova. You can play that, get some carryover as well. Now, when you go into that round 3, if all the thinning has gone to plan, sometimes it works. Sometimes you need to get a bit creative. The last thinning, of course, is Golden Necker. That's something to keep in mind. Something to really, really be careful with. So the artifact is either going to be Mysterious Puzzle Box or Gorgabed. As long as one of those is in deck, you're fine. It's also going to play a special, running 2 Diplomacies, running Coated Weapons, running Dead Man's Tongue. Provided you just make sure one's in deck, that's fine. Now, the unit is where things can get dicey, and you need to be really careful. So, with your leader ability, you choose the order that the cards go back in your deck. So, you want to be using Golden Necker after you've used your leader, so that you can guarantee what's at the top. So you know what card's coming out, because the last thing you want to do is play Golden Necker in, say, round 1 because you really need to, and it pulls out a Triss or a Colgrim and they play for like 3 points. That's really the last thing you want. Another way you can just ensure you don't pull Imperial Golem is using Maxi to put that right at the bottom of your deck. That guarantees it's not coming out, even if your Colgrim gets pulled or something like that. You can at least ensure that your Hyperthin stuff's going to work. So then your plan, you've won round 1, you maybe want to bleed a little bit, try and get the round as short as you can while still having enough time to play your cards. Probably want to be realistically have about 5 card round 3 so you can play Colgrim, Triss, Yen, Cetharsius, Vilgefortz, and you're pretty happy at that point. So using something like Snowdrop in your leader to get a lot of tempo going is really, really nice. And a lot of the time, the combination of a huge outpouring of points in round 3, a Colgrim that's ticking away, an erudite that's got pretty tall, and the fact that you've probably got a bit of clogging going, so they maybe missed a few key cards. Usually enough. I'd managed to dumpster my rating with NG right the way down to like 2350 while I was trying to figure this deck out. And in one night it hauled me right back up to 2420. It just kind of went on a roll. So yeah, very interesting one today. So I hope you enjoy. If you do try it out, let me know how you get on. And if you have any suggestions for card changes, please leave them below, because I don't think this is perfect. There's probably room for a few improvements, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Hope you enjoy, and I will catch you in the next one. Dwarf friends. I typically found we're alright against dwarves. I mean, we'll have to see, obviously. Yet again on blue coin. Love to see it. Love to see it. Don't want you. Don't want you. Yeah. Reasonable. Actually reasonable. Let's look how this is looking. Both of these low down I really like. Roach is going to come out. We see all the stuff. This is low enough down that I don't care. I'm kind of happy with this. Kind of perfect, right? Kind of perfect. And then we probably just burn out the 2 Viper Witches. Oh, that's really nice. That's very, very nice. Burn out the 2 Viper Witches with the Dead Man's Stone. That's nice. That's nice. We can probably even hold on to Blightmaker. So burn out you. Burn out you. Thinned 3 already. It's pretty nice. Big on armor. Should have just delayed the Lampshin, right? Well, first things first, let's play this. Like, I'm not opposed to using Snowdrop this round, should we need to. The hand kind of almost demands it. Honestly, like, now's the time. Yeah, so we'll shuffle back. Shuffle back 1 Mage Assassin, because then we can get it with a Blightmaker, or do we just pull it all out now? It works out better. We don't have to commit as many points this round. Do that. Shuffle back to Tharsius. And we'll lead it. Yep, and then we go you. So what this means is that Golden Necker will get us Blightmaker, Imperial Diplomacy, and Mysterious Box. Should we choose to use it? Play another engine. Obviously this is going to get resilience, but I don't like the idea of right, okay, there. We don't care about this, right, because like just the way the round's going doesn't really matter. Don't really care if how this round goes. We just want to thin, get nice and thin. Let's chuck back Diplomacy. Okay, like this. I definitely like this. And you. That's really... don't know which is on top out of these two. Which could present a problem. The odds are Zatharsius is above. Right. Guess we're gonna have to win like this round. Transform you.
Show me the coin or sod off.
All or nothing. All or nothing. So these deal 5 now, because we kind of messed this up.
Can dwarves fight? Ha, the fish pissing lakes.
Obviously, we're going to thin out the 2 before we even think about going like Bristol again. Let's see who wins out of this. Probably them. Yeah.
Got you, you bleating son of a dope.
For the carryover.
Humans are buff, beasts.
So we got done over by like Zatharsius being under our bottom like 3 cards. Because we saw like how far everything went. In hindsight, we could have just blight makered. We could have used this with leader in round 1. 9 points. Convenient. Yeah, just win this one outright. We also have a kill for Bruder. Cool. Kill this. Because if it goes to another round, we basically just have Clog of Ed, Zatharsius. Oh, use it on yourself. Use it on Bruder, sorry. They probably don't, but...
An interesting choice.
Seems good. And then it's Golgrim, Yen, Prey. Yeah.
Damn you all! Why would I kill a child?
Obviously, he's only 4 points a turn, so it's not huge at the moment. But we do what we can do. Cool.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
And now we pray, right? Last card. Munra. Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that. Right, so this is fine. So we have Zatharsius, probably coated weapons, and Golgaved. That's his last one. And then we use this as like one of the last cards. Actually, scratch that, we use it right now, don't we?
We shall see what the future holds.
Hail, Kerzer.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
Seems good. Old-time warrior. That's fine, we just erudite that, I think. And we beat a heatwave. Pretty sure we also beat that. Unless they only have 4s left.
Strike first and strike hard.
Beautiful. So even when everything goes wrong, even when I do something risky and we kind of get in a bad situation, it's still good enough. It's still good enough against like arguably one of the strongest decks at the moment. So I can't complain. Okay, Syndicate. Yet again, I swear I keep coming across Syndicate, but not gonna complain. It's a very winnable matchup for us. Don't really want Vilg. Also don't want that, but alright. We can work with it. The one of the nice things about Puzzle Box is because we have a few like cards that are a bit clumsy when we don't want them. Like say we got like a Blightmaker, a Diplo's, something like that we just want to flip. We can just play this. Worst case, we get a 7. Plays for 7. Best case, it turns like a 4-point card into a 13-point card. So all of a sudden, this plays for like, let's say it adds. Let's be steep and say it adds like 6 extra points to a card. We also spawn a 7 power, so this plays for like 13.5, which is very, very good. What did they get off of that? Ah, shit. Oh yeah, of course it's shakedown. Got boosted. Alright, so let's thin this out. How are we looking? Not very good. Not very good. We'll put Gorgomed at the bottom, so that gets... We don't draw into it and make it clumsy for Golden Necker. I mean, usually, you want to put Imperial Golem on the bottom. But we didn't get that one. A very early Freak Show. I don't really like clogging that, but I don't think we have much option beyond that. I don't know, do we care? I don't think we care this second. Let's burn out Adept and a Diplomacy, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the game before this, so I obviously been recording a few, and I literally recorded one. I was like, I can't believe this has happened. I like deleted the recording instantly because it was painful. So I didn't draw, missed like every bit of thinning you can think. I didn't hit Dead Man's Tongue until round 3. I didn't hit Golden Necker until round 3. Had to use Golden Necker in round 3. It played a Mage Assassin. We didn't find Cyrenova until round 2. Didn't find Erendite until round 3. Vilgefortz we had to use to kill something. It just wasn't good. It was just a horrible time. Very, very horrible time. So yeah, I was mauling a little bit of that one. Erendite's ticking along nicely. I think as long as Erendite's ticking, I'm kind of happy. I don't mind playing Snowdrop here. I'd rather not. Cool. I mean, we got to remember we are on red coin too. Oh, that's something I don't mind clogging. I want to stay ahead for Erendite here.
Get my rhymes out of your heads.
Let's put you. Leader to put back. That's kind of perfect. That's it. So pulling those was perfect because although we could like Blightmaker out, Blightmaker means that we can guarantee that Golden Necker doesn't do us over, basically. We could dip out of this round if we wanted to. We could also clog them with tons of poisons. Let's say they get another poison onto that. Really that bad of it. Not that really big of a deal, is it? I mean, I want to keep clogging them, to be honest. Because right now, we're on red coin, we're ahead. We're not really at much of a risk, to be honest.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
Like, yeah, so they have to spend here or they lose uneven. Okay, we can...
Don't yell, my lady. He'll strain your throat. Help is not...
Give him another one. Because that's like 7 points. Erendite, as I said, ticking along very nicely. We'll Mysterious Puzzle Box next turn. Pick the Dippler.
Learn that spell in Zeracania.
So 7. 7, and if they pass, we get 13, which is enough. Yeah, so this is a nice one, right? If they want to pass and get out the round, this turns into a 13. It's always enough to get out. Okay. The typical... Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so one of theirs is now a 13 card. Which, you know, I don't care about, right? This is another thing I haven't actually... I completely passed my mind about Puzzle Box. Is... So if we turn something into a 13-point card, right? Sometimes Triss just doesn't get value because there isn't anything tall enough to hit with their Golem. That kind of changes things. Right. I want to find Cyrenova. My God. Yeah. Yeah, is it? Okay. Okay. So let's be smart about this. We can set this up next time. Fine. Top 3 cards of your deck can move one to the top. It's kind of decent. Perfect. Okay. Looks like we're drawing nicely today, boys. Looks like we're drawing nicely. So obviously it looks like, oh no, we got like 4 cards left. That's not good. But then Golden Necker will play Erendite, Golgaved, Triss. Which is, you know, pretty perfect, right? So we want Triss on top, and because he's a mage, I wanted to make sure it was a mage in deck when we used it, because then you get the extra 3 points off the Guardian. Pretty nice. Yeah. We can use Vilg as and when needed. Need to be careful with the Clog as well, because we haven't seen him with Vivaldi's Bank yet. So we don't want to like use it to kill something, only for it to be like, oh, hang on a minute. They literally get to play it again with Vivaldi's. Not really. That's worth Tristan, do you? No, we can Erendite. Let's do it. Let's do it. Kill a spender. We need to start using. And play another engine. Cool. And then we'll clog in something annoying. Probably like a shakedown. At the moment, Colgrim's going to be playing 9 points a turn. I'm going to hold off on playing this because, you know, we may want to build to kill rather than boost. So, like, at the moment. We don't need to decide, like, right now what we want to do. And then now it becomes quite solitary, where we're just playing the stuff that makes sense in the order that makes sense. So it's probably going to be one of these two next. Fine. Absolutely fine. Yep. We'll probably hold Bilg until last.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
Just leave 2 3s, so if they do kill one, we at least have another one if we want to build on one of our own things. Obviously a big poison for them.
Declare my name and restore my freedom. I will serve.
Holgrim's good. They can Mariels at the moment. Can't do that though. Killing the spender. Killing the spender makes sense. To pull out the 3, so let's do some maths here. They have 4 more points, but they have 5 more points. Puts them at 50. We're going up to 47. Bilg puts us up to 52. If we kill one of these, it puts us to 61. Duh. Whether that's enough. It's functionally the same points to kill this 12, and it doesn't leave us as exposed.
An interesting choice sometime next week.
Okay, let's see if this is enough. Yeah, it's the same points. Either we kill a 3 and get a 12, or we kill their 12 and give them a 3. So it's the same points either way.
I've no mercy for your kind.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I really like this deck, to be honest. It feels really good. The problem Hyperthin has is like the bronze package is a little weird, but having this Clog package in there feels so good. So yeah, if you give this one a try, please let me know, because this is like my brainchild. I'm real proud of this one. So yeah, let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one.